Air travel is a very unenjoyable experience for many people.
I think they've taken customer annoyance to a new level. I particularly enjoy taking my shoes off and being treated like a criminal.
If you show up with a bag that weighs more than 50 pounds, then you have to pay a fee, or you have to unload some weight. Passengers are being stuck with all kinds of new fees this year. Now throw in the stress of the holidays, and travelers are almost guaranteed to be worked up.
I'll attempt to stay off of the airplanes during holiday season as much as possible. Can you imagine it getting more annoying than this? I can't.
Well, the reality is airlines have cut routes all across the country. FAA statistics show the number of arrivals and departures at O'Hare are down 5% this September compared to 2007. Fewer planes are going to be in the air, and fewer seats are going to be for sale during the holidays. But that might not be a bad thing for passengers traveling on peak days.
Based on the numbers we're seeing from the airlines, upwards of 10% capacity cuts this year versus what we saw last year. For people who are traveling those days, that might not be such a bad thing because fewer flights translates to fewer passengers, which means fewer people making their way through the airport, which could be, fewer people in security lines, fewer people checking bags. So it might not be such a bad thing.
This summer, American Airlines operated 500 departures a day out of Chicago O'Hare International Airport. In November, the airline will operate 80 fewer flights a day out of Chicago. That's a 16% reduction. But an American Airlines spokesperson says the average leisure traveler may not notice a big difference.
It was very challenging to find a flight the times we wanted to do it, as well as for a reasonable fare, because it was very expensive.
Orbit says more and more people are booking flights months in advance, and those travelers are snatching up the cheapest fares. The good news is they might have a little more elbow room in the airport during Thanksgiving week. Mark Carlson, The Associated Press, Chicago.